It's time for another update on 101 Pans. This is 101 Pans Update 8.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't want
to see how well I have done or if I have hit any new pans, then just make sure to keep on watching. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe. I put out new content 2 to 3 times a week, so you don't want to miss out on all the fun. Also, make sure you check the down bar for all my other links to all my other social media platforms. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop on into the video.
and on we'll go.
Officially been doing the 101 Pans project for 10 months now, which is crazy to say. I can't believe it has been almost 1 year since starting this project. It is an ongoing project until December 31st of 2020 with monthly to approximately 6-week updates. I plan to continue moving forward into the new year with some sort of pan those eyeshadows. I just haven't figured out fully on how my style of pan those eyeshadows is going to go, but I do have a few tricks and a few thoughts in my head on what I would like to do for a pan those eyeshadows. So I'm really excited to share that with you once this one comes to an end. So far, I have hit 38 pans in total for this project. Even though I am only showing eyeshadow pans on my videos of this project, I am also including any and every type of pan that I can hit towards my 101 pans, just because realistically in my mind, there was and is no way I was able to hit 101 pans of eyeshadow by the end of this year. And with the number of 38, which is including everything that you can hit pan on, just further proves that in my mind that 101 is just not possible for me. In the meantime, it's all in good fun, and it's just a good way to further help use my makeup collection as a whole. I don't have any new pans to share with you guys on this update, but that's okay. Not every update is going to be a new pan shared or a new palette rolled in. And I also wanted to state that moving forward, since I now have all of my eyeshadow pans into an inventory spreadsheet, when I do get to pick a new eyeshadow pan, I will be just randomly picking it from 1 to 2,230 pans of eyeshadow, which is ridiculous. That is the number of pans of eyeshadow that I officially own. Before, I've been doing it is just randomly selecting a palette and then picking 2 shadows in each palette of my choosing, giving me approximately between 6 to 8 pans of eyeshadow in the project at all times. We have some pretty decent progress. I will start with the 3 palettes out of the total of 4 that I have in this project. The 3 that have been in the longest, these 3 were rolled in on June 13th, and let's go ahead and start with the Jawbreaker palette. The 2 shades that I chose in here were the shades Good Morning and Gumdrop right here, and here are what they kind of look like. Good Morning has a pretty decent size dip in it. It's just going to be rather hard to show you guys. Gumdrop kind of has a little bit of a dip in it as well. I will, of course, insert screenshots of these pans so that you can see the progress on them a little bit better. For the shade Good Morning, I have used this so far a total of 31 times, and Gumdrop I have used 10 times exactly so far. No pan yet. You can kind of see from the photo that Good Morning has a pretty nice size dip on it, and I do know that Jeffree Star's palettes and shadows are hard to hit pan on. I've heard that from quite a few people who have said that Jeffree Stars are difficult to hit pan on. We're gonna go ahead and keep working on those shades since it officially hasn't been 3 months, or approximately between 35 to 45 uses is usually the going average rate before I then decide to pick a new shadow if I'm feeling unsuccessful, which I'm feeling pretty confident that I can at least try to potentially hit pan in the shade Gumdrop in here for sure. Just gonna keep working on these shadows. The next palette that was rolled in on June 13th was my BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. palette and went ahead and chose the shades Electric as well as the shade Spirit. Here are what they look like. You can see Electric there's a little baby dip in there. Spirit one is not quite as much of a dip, but there's a little dip in there. For the shade Electric, I have used that 16 times so far. And for the shade Spirit, I have used that 11 times so far. It's still progress, just not a whole lot of crazy progress. I have really been giving a lot of my attention and my focus to my newest challenge that I've been doing over on my Instagram called No Brand Left Behind, as well as I've been doing the No Pan Left Behind with Throwing Shade. We'll insert that playlist in the cards if you guys want to go check out Throwing Shade. It is an eyeshadow palette type of project as well. It's a lot of fun. It's probably my favorite one next to the Pan Those Eyeshadows. My shadows from my 101 pans tended to get a little bit neglected this month, but that's okay. You can't win them all, right? And then the last palette that was rolled in on June 13th was my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. I went ahead and I picked the shade Heatwave right here, and I have used Heatwave a total of 9 times. I used it 4 more times since the last update. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and keep working on it. I still feel rather inspired. This is a really pretty color story. All of these shades together, they don't look too bad together. It gives me like a real purpley golden pastel type of look and vibe, and I like it. And then on the last month's update, which will also be in the cards if you want to go check it out, I randomly selected my Zoeva Melody palette. I went ahead and I picked the shades World Above and Gently Clasp right here. These two really beautiful shades. That purple especially is absolutely gorgeous. If I have a swatch of that, I will be sure to insert that so you can see how pretty and just how sparkly and beautiful that shade is. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is just a really beautiful, just your basic transition color. It's really great to apply as your first color that you lay down. I've been using it a lot for that. For the shade World Above, I have used this so far a total of 9 times. And Gently Clasp, I have only used 3 times so far, but that's okay. We're going to keep working on it. The month of August has been Overdose Awareness Month, and that the color for Overdose Awareness is purple. I have used this a couple times so far for some purple looks that I've been doing, because I've been doing a lot of like purple looks to further just kind of lighthearted, fun way to bring awareness to overdose and addiction. I will definitely be confident that I'm definitely going to get some more use out of that beautiful purple shade. This is such a gorgeous palette. I really do enjoy Zoeva's formula as a whole. We're just going to go ahead and keep working on it, you guys. It was a rather quick update, and the progress that I have made, I'm happy with. I mean, no pans yet, but that's okay. I'm confident by the next update, I will definitely be able to have a pan potentially in the shade Gently Clasp, as well as Good Morning, as well as the shade Electric from the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. If I haven't already, I will insert a short clip of what all of these shades looked like together swatched out on my arm so that you can see the color story that I am working with. So as you can see, now that it is up, it is a really gorgeous color story. You have those pops of the pastel purple from the Jeffree Star, which is the shade Gumdrop, and the shade Gently Clasp go really well together. I can easily do a beautiful look with just those two. And I have the shade Electric as well as Gumdrop can go well together, as well as Electric and Spirit. It's just a lot of really light transition colors and just easier to potentially hit pan types of shades that I'm working with. I'm pretty confident that I will hopefully get a couple pans by the next update, you guys. That's everything for this update. It was rather quick, short, sweet, and to the point. What do you guys think of my look? I use the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, which was randomly chosen for my challenge I've been doing called No Brand Left Behind, where I have my followers over on Instagram pick my palettes from each brand of palettes that I own until I have used all my palettes by brand. I love this palette. I want to say Mercury Retrograde is probably my favorite palette that I own, which is saying a lot because I have 150 eyeshadow palettes. And to me, that's a lot of eyeshadow. 2,230 pans is a lot. Like, I'll never need another eyeshadow again. Like, I think I have everything in every kind of shade that is possibly could be made out there, honestly. For my lip, I used my Revlon lip vinyl polish in the shade Berry Bliss, which is a really gorgeous berry tone color of lip. I know sometimes I forget to like show you guys some looks and what I have worn in the video, because I do get a lot of compliments on my looks a lot of times. It's real quick and easy. That's everything, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and please, of course, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, and until my next video, everybody enjoy the rest of their day. Bye.